Take two, this is a continuation because the recording device just stopped arbitrarily. Okay, so you were showing me how we hold this, where your pinky finger goes?
Yep. And the rest of my fingers go on the
Valve.
On the valve.
Yep. The trigger is this. Right here is actually the trigger.
This is the trigger.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do you remember when we engaged the trigger? It's okay if you don't remember. I can remind you. When we start playing the music, I know you know how to read the staffs with E, F, G.
Yeah.
Once you get to A, that's when you start pulling the trigger. Before we get to that, we're going to establish our F again, and we're going to try to play F, G, and A, which would be Do, Re, Mi.
Okay.
So before we even try for hot cross buns, we're going to try to get Do, Re, Mi. So let me play F on the keyboard. So get your instrument ready.
Okay.
Remember how you cup your hand slightly and then put it in the belt? Lift the instrument up. Look at how I'm holding it. It's kind of diagonal with the mouthpiece. Yep. You can move it over a little bit more to your right because you want to be able to reach the mouthpiece without having to turn your head a whole lot.
Okay.
That's the first valve. That's your F.
Okay.
It's okay. This is what happens when family does recording. Let's try it again.
Okay. That's okay. You know what? It's funny.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? It's funny in hearing somebody play the French horn for the first time. And
I'm so scared.
We may never see the cat again. So let's try for us one more time.
Okay. At the same time?
Actually, that was a G that you played. So we need to maybe use a little bit less air pressure.
Okay.
And let's try for that F. Let me play it first so you can hear it. A little more pressure. Here, actually, before we try getting the F, try experimenting a little bit. Let's put only a little bit of pressure, and let's hear how that sounds.
Okay.
Now let's try putting a lot of pressure. And by now your neighbors are ready to evict you. So that's okay, but do you see the difference that how you're applying the air is affecting the pitch?
Actually, it seemed like the note went up the more I blew.
The more pressure you apply, the higher the note
is going to go. Right. I saw that. Okay.
Let's try for F again.
Okay.
First valve. There you go. Now let's try our F, and then G is, and in this book right here it shows us. So we're looking at these three. Do you see how the F shows one black note marked off? So that's your F. So if none of these for G is in black, then what does that mean?
You don't hold any trigger.
You don't hold any valves.
Any valves,
So let's play our F first.
Okay. But you
Nope.
You hold nothing. You hold nothing.
First we're going to play our F, which has one.
Okay. One trigger. Oh.
Good. Now take your hand off the valve.
Okay.
The next note. Good. So now let's try we've so far done do, re. Now let's do mi. Now when we get to A, our A is trigger with your thumb. And then which
Two.
So the first two
It's
fingers,
the first
right?
two, yep.
So you're holding your trigger and
And
the
the
first two.
valves.
So
Okay.
let me play the first two
Okay.
so I can play A so you can hear it. So that's the note you want to hit. So you have your 1 and 2. Let me check so you've got it, your trigger, so your first two fingers. Keep this one up. Keep your pinky around the trigger, or around the hook. And you want to press only the first two valves down. Nope. You're pressing the second and third. So you want to move the instrument a little bit over that way because you want there you go, the mouthpiece. And so move your hand down a little. You got tiny hands like I do, so it makes it a little difficult, but that's why you've got to use your right hand to support the weight of the instrument. So go ahead and press your index finger.
Well, it's these two.
It's these two, yep, this is valve 1,
Okay.
2, and 3.
Okay.
There we go. So let's play F together, and then we'll play G together, and then A together. So F is no trigger, first finger. Press your first finger down. Nope, your first, that's your third. Your index finger, there you go. No, nothing. Good. Bring the corners of your lips together a little more and apply a little more air pressure. There we go. That's your G. That's your G. No, very good. Now engage the trigger with your thumb and then your index finger and middle finger. It's hard for me to get that A. And my poor aunt. Here, watch me play the first three, if I can. It's hard for me too, and actually, I might need to get some water out of my instrument, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and have you try your S.
Which is a trigger in the first one, right?
No trigger.
No trigger in the
Here,
first one.
Let's
Maybe-
correct your posture.
Okay.
You've got it.
Yep.
Now, bring it closer to you like this. Because look, right now you're holding it like this,
Yeah, it's heavy.
which means that you're going to end up playing it like super high up here, and you don't
Okay.
want that. You want
Got
to
it.
just look down your nose at the mouthpiece.
Okay.
And use your hand to support the weight of the
I got it.
instrument. All right. Your F is which finger down and no trigger?
My F is no trigger and this one right here.
What's your first finger? What's finger number 1?
Or here.
There you
Index
go.
finger, okay.
So just press that down, no trigger. A little more pressure. You need to get that pitch a little bit higher. You have to apply a little more pressure. Good. Now, no fingers. And this time you're going to have to breathe in, a nice deep breath, and then you're going to have to put a little more pressure for the G. So we have do, re, trigger. Nope.
Nope.
G is open.
Okay.
G is nothing. Okay, and then you played a nice little jazz riff, and that's okay. That's part of learning this. Here, let me show you. Watch my hand. So that was F. First finger, no trigger. G is just open, nothing. A, trigger, first two fingers. And I'm horrible at this too,
A.
so that's okay.
Okay. Here's my A.
Yep, A is
Yep.
Trigger first two fingers. Good. Move the mouthpiece up just a little bit higher. The pitch you want to hit is so let's sync the pitch. Let's get it ready.
Okay.
Gotta think a little bit higher, so take it a nice.
Like elephants.
I know they do sound like elephants in a circus.
Okay.
That's the glory of the French horn.
Okay.
Let's get a little more pressure, and this is where you got to start kind of experimenting with the mouthpiece on your lips. We want to get this note higher, so you might need to move the mouthpiece up a little bit higher and think, sending that air out the middle.
This is getting really blurry for some reason. Raise some eyes.
Okay, well we've got F. You know what? Let's focus on F, and here, you know what? Let's play.
Let's close the blinds behind you.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Okay. Because when I go to Cathy, it's just really too light.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. It's so light. Just make
Can
sure
we
this good.
I can't close this anymore.
It's the string.
Okay, I'll get it, Dana, for.
It's the cord. No, the cord.
Okay.
That should help a little.
Is this okay?
Well-
Phil? Better?
Just pull the. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay. You know what? I don't know if we're going to get to hot cross buns, and that's okay. What time are we at on that?
12:03, 12:04.
12, 13, 14, 15 to 4 minutes. So we've got about 3 more minutes.
That's
Okay.
good because my hand's
You know
getting
what?
tired.
Let's try to play one thing in the book.
Okay.
How about FGF? This is number 2, lesson 1. Actually, let's see, lesson 1. You know what? I like this. Let's just do lesson number 2, and then number 1. So we're going to count and play F for 4 notes, and then we'll count the rest. So let's just play this one, and then we'll go on to